Welcome to Under the Golden Dome. As you note, I am not actually under the Golden Dome at the moment. That's because it was University of Iowa Day at the Capitol, and it was almost impossible to find a quiet place to give you your legislative update for the week. Thus, you're getting it from my own Golden Dome, my home. There are three things important about this week that you need to know. Number one, vouchers. The Senate passed the governor's education omnibus bill, which included vouchers on Wednesday night. Only one Republican voted against the bill, Senator Annette Sweeney. And if you are in her district, please thank her for that no vote. Going into that floor debate, we knew that they didn't have the votes to pass it. What they did do, though, is find a way to pick up those extra votes. And they did that by extending operational sharing incentives for another 10 years. Those are set to expire in 2024. So they extended those through 2034. In addition, they made school resource officers an eligible position for the sharing incentives. And finally, they created a mechanism for districts to go to the SBRC to request an increase in the number of pupils that can be counted from 21 to 24. It appears that those changes were enough to get them the necessary yes votes. Another big part of the voucher bill that passed is the parental bill of rights. So originally the bill included the transparency provisions that were very problematic for school districts. This amendment that was added to the governor's bill actually takes a previously passed bill called the parental bill of rights and includes that largely along the same lines of the original bill as its transparency mechanism. Now that differs from the House, which is number two. I want to talk about the transparency bill in the House. The House did a separate transparency bill, and they took a different approach than the Senate. So the Senate bill talks about parental bill of rights. It does say that school boards have to ensure that those rights are met and not obstructed. The House bill took a more, I would say, more of a logistical implementation approach. So it essentially is a parental bill of rights. Parents have the right to view instructional material, but they set out a very defined process on how that would work. Most of the things that are happening in that bill are already done by boards. Boards adopt policies that give parents the right to review instructional materials. Boards have policies in place that allow for parents to challenge library materials, and those things are included. There are definitely some additional things that will cause a little bit of burden, but it's far better from the original proposal that the governor had. Number three, the appropriations bill passed the House. That is their 8th budget bill that they have passed. And on the floor, it was amended to include a provision that essentially limits the ability of boards of directors to give severance packages to administrators who have not fulfilled the full term of their contract. It basically says that you can only provide a severance package up to 3 months. Obviously, we have a lot of concern about how that will impact your ability to attract quality administrators, and we will be working with the Senate to see if we can make some adjustments or eliminate that language totally. So as we look forward into the coming weeks, we need to remain vigilant about vouchers in the House. Just because we have a strong contingent opposed to vouchers does not mean that they are not trying to find a way to buy off enough votes to convince enough people in that list of 20 to 25 or so that are opposed that they should support a voucher proposal. So please continue to talk to your House members, ask them where they stand, thank them if they are a no vote, and if there's any indication that they might be willing to shift their vote because of some of the things that are being offered, please let us know so that we can circle back with them and talk about why those are not good reasons to support a voucher bill.